Hello, good morning. It's day 91 and I'm hiking with Fireman. Let's see, it was 3 miles in Dalton, which we walked right through. So we stopped at the convenience store. I got some egg sandwiches, Gatorade, an energy drink, pretty refreshing. And then I got a little bit of resupply, like protein bars that I knew I couldn't get at the Dollar General. And then I'll resupply at the Dollar General in Cheshire. Maybe get some snacks there too. Kind of make it like a mini lunch or something. And then, yeah. Oh yeah, and also we saw a black bear run away from us just a little bit ago. It was pretty cool. Yeah, that's about it. So we're gonna try to do 23 miles today, and since we're might be a little bit slower since we're doing a resupply. And then up at the lodge you can get some food at the restaurant, which we might stop at for dinner. It might be a little bit busy on Memorial Day, but you know, maybe not. And then we'd hike 3 miles out to the shelter, and hopefully there's enough room for us there. Well, so far there has been, but I don't know. So that's the plan. Full view coming down the mountain. Does that mean we're pretty close, right?
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Okay. We're climbing up, what is it, Greylock? Oops, trying to fix this thing, sorry. It's not really working, but yeah, we're gonna go up there. We're gonna possibly eat some dinner there if we're not too smelly. Maybe we can sit outside, I don't know. And then probably camp 3 miles down from there. So kind of just go a little bit over the mountain. And it's been a pretty hot 84-degree day. It's kind of rough doing a full resupply right before this 2,000-foot climb. But I got it done. Just a little bit slower than I probably have expected, but it worked out. So yeah, I don't know. It's been a pretty spoiling day. Morning was at a gas station for lunch. We stopped at the Dollar General, and now we might have dinner at the lodge. I don't mind it. You need some morale boosting on such a I'd say it, a hot day, a buggy day, and I don't know, it's kind of nice. The only other thing I wish is maybe a shower. Be kind of nice to wash off all this sweat. We might not stay in Manchester, so it might be 8 days of dirtiness. I'd like to stay in Manchester if the group is okay with that, but we'll see. So here's the plans. That's what we're probably gonna be doing. I might not really get in much more filming tonight, so probably see you in the morning. Hey, good morning. It's day 92, and yeah, so we're going 26 miles from what's it called? Greylock Lodge, and yeah, so we're going from there and doing 26 miles to that shelter. And well, today's actually pretty cool out. It rained last night, so everything really cooled off. I think the high is like 60, whereas last night it was 80 degrees. So it's much colder, even though I'm wearing a t-shirt. I'm not really having to sweat too much. So we got a downhill up here, and then once we get down, we gotta go 1,000 feet back up. And yeah, today's going pretty good, I think, so far. Hasn't been too long. but it's going good so far. Got plenty of food, and yeah, I don't know. It's just going okay. See how it goes. That. Maintained by the Green Mountain Club.
The long trail's 105 miles. That's cool. That's cool.
Oh, Green Mountain Range 273. Oh yeah, the AT follows the long trail for 105 only.
Oh.
Yep. So we made it into Vermont, and well, it's muddy and rainy. It's not really raining, but just the trees are very wet. And stopped at the Seth Warner shelter here for some lunch. And let's see, doing pretty good today. We only have like 13 more miles for the shelter. That'll put us at 26 miles for the day, which is pretty good. And we'll probably take like another break up here later on, but feeling pretty good today. Not tired. The weather is pretty good for hiking. It's like 54 for me. That's great. I don't have to sweat really. And climbs don't seem too bad, even though we're climbing up like 1,000 feet at a time here. I don't know. But I'm actually enjoying it for as kind of rainy as it is. So, some of the first views into Vermont. It's very green and decently muddy, but it's manageable. At least compared to apparently a month ago's waist deep snow. So this is much better. This has been kind of our view for the day right here. It's pure fog, high winds. Sorry about that. It might be a little windy. Yep. So I'll turn this off, I think. Well, I think we hit the mud here. It's just a pile of mud along the whole entire trail. Call it the Vermud. Yeah, it's gonna be awful. Messy. At least it's better than waist deep snow. Check out that beaver dam. It's holding up the entire like pond. It's huge. Well, would you look at that? Look at it. It's beautiful and rainy at the beaver bog. Onward. Not much to see here. So I was thinking, when to start a through hike, and I think I had a pretty good date. It wasn't too early, but it was like a little bit before the bubble, so that I really didn't run into like major overcrowding for the most part, and if I did, it didn't last too long, so it wasn't too bad. And I think even starting in March wouldn't be too bad, because if you're faster than the bubble, which would be like 8 to 12 miles to start, you could very easily just pass up most of those people in like 2 weeks or something. So you might just be in the bubble for a little bit. But if you would start in, say, April, you would end up, even if you're fast, you'd end up hiking about, over a month through the bubble, because the people starting in March and the people starting in April, you have to hike through. So, and I think May is great because it's warm weather, but then you have to hike through March and April people, as well as February, even if you're fast. So unless your goal is to be in the bubble, and you can still meet a lot of people outside the bubble, but if you really want to be part of large groups and meet a ton of people, well then, yeah, then March or April would be perfect for you. And it's going to be a little bit warmer weather, so you won't have to deal with as much cold or for as long. But I think starting early February is kind of like extreme maybe, but I think later February can kind of beat some of the crowding, and you won't be through the crowd too much. So I don't think it's that bad. So that's just what I think. February's not too bad because you're kind of ahead of, you're starting earlier than most people, so you're not going to see too many of them. If you're hiking slower in February anyways, you're going to have the bubble catch up to you. So I'm not sure if that really solves anything. So I think maybe, yeah, if you're slower, you could start in maybe April and just hang out with those group of people. But I don't think it really matters too much, besides how many people do you want to bump into, and what kind of weather do you want. So just think about those two things if you're planning a through hike, and what date that you want. So just a little thing I was thinking about. Reminds me of this little bridge. Reminds me of the crossings, a lot of river bogs crossings that we had to do in Superior Hiking Trail. Pretty cool. Except today's a little colder and I don't have to deal with the mosquitoes. Pretty awesome. There it is. And we're just crossing over here.